This time on Dickie's garage, an old man stares, I smell my finger, and I catch my razor blade running away. Welcome back to the garage, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're back at it on this big block behemoth right here, the big block Miata. Now, I just looked at this calendar, 8 days and 5 hours. We are getting scary close to time for this competition, and we're not quite ready yet. But I did make some big progress over the past few days, so let me show you guys what I've done. So under the hood, we did mount an auxiliary vacuum reservoir for our brake system, and I put an electric vacuum pump in. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, my passenger seat has always had wiring laying in here with toggle switches. We've never actually mounted anything because I didn't really know what I was going to do until now. Check this out. We've got an overhead switch console. I've got ignition, fuel, fan, and our vacuum system right here with a couple of spare switches if we need them. So it's definitely going to make things a lot cleaner as far as the wiring in the car. I haven't done much in the trunk because we got a little bit of an issue I'm going to explain to you guys later. But I did go ahead and put the rear bumper on the car. It fits okay, I guess. But I can't talk about bumpers without showing you guys the new front bumper. So we took our $20 used bumper and put a, I believe it's an Acura Integra lip spoiler on it. We cut it down a little bit, installed it with only the finest quality duct tape, and it actually looks pretty good because the thing looked kind of high in the front, so I'm pretty pleased with that right there. So we've definitely made some progress with the big block Miata, but there's still more work to be done. Now, I really want to tidy up this trunk area, but this is actually where my problem lies this time, so let me tell you guys what happened. So I decided to take the cooling system for a bit of a test drive. So I put the Mazda outside the garage, I fired it up, trunk closed, hood closed, fans on, and just let it idle to see how long it would take to get hot or do whatever it's going to do. It took about 30 minutes, but it did get up to about 210 degrees, which is a bit hot for a big block that has no thermostat. So that tells me under load, especially like a burnout for 2.5–3 minutes, this thing has the potential to overheat. I've got two ideas that I think may help. First off, these cooling fans sitting up here kind of block the airflow to come back. I'm thinking about trying to mount those underneath and having them pushing through the radiator instead of pulling through to maybe get some more airflow this way once it comes through. The other issue is these fans. I don't know if you can tell through the light, but this is not exactly designed for good airflow. Like, these fans are, you know, a third of it's covered up. So what I'm thinking about doing is opening up these holes and butchering the trunk up a little bit more to get more airflow out of the trunk compartment itself. So I think I'm going to do the trunk lid modifications first and see what that does, and then if that doesn't work, then I'm going to move the cooling fan. So let's get to work and see what happens. Hold that thought. I actually have an idea. Maybe I should do a timed warm-up with this cooling system setup, let it warm up to say 200 degrees and see how long it takes, bring it back in the garage, make all my modifications, with it cooled down tomorrow, say, do the whole warm up again and see if I've improved anything. All right, so I just started it up. I've got it running. I've got the counter going here. We're about 20 seconds in so far. Just to show you that I just started it, let me show you the temp gauge. So it's ice cold. It's been sitting all day. We're gonna see how long it takes to get to 200 degrees. So I'm about 8 minutes into this test. Let's see where we are. It's running a cool 160 degrees right now, so let's give it some more time and see what it does. All right, guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. I think we're about there. Let's see what this thing looks like. A lot of stuff to cut off. So, all right, we've got it up to about 200 degrees now. Let's see what the timer said. This is a very scientific test we're doing here. We're gonna stop it right there. We're gonna say it took 16 minutes to get that vehicle up to 200 degrees. So now that I've got a baseline for how the car performed with the way I had it rigged before, I've made some adjustments. Now these adjustments do include the worst looking trunk modification ever. I did not want to do this, but I needed to get these fans in this direction and this location to get some airflow. I've removed the fans from the top of the radiator. I got them mounted underneath, pushing through. I've kind of duct tape, literally using like the aluminum duct tape to kind of seal off the trunk area, so I've got a good suction from these two fans. So those are pretty much the only modifications I've done to the cooling system since you saw it last. So let's give it another try and see what it does. Here we go again. We're 12 seconds in. Let's see what happens. I forgot to mention I did take the front bumper off, but it doesn't really matter because there's no cooling system up there. All right, so we just hit the 8-minute mark. Let's see how this thing's doing. It's showing about 155 degrees, which would be a 5-degree improvement. So let's take it to 16 minutes and see how it does. All right, there's that 16-minute mark. Let's go see how we did. Looks like it's just a smidge over 190 right now, so it's definitely improvement in 16 minutes time. Now I'm gonna keep it running for a while and just see if it ever plateaus and stops getting hot. All right, so it's about 23 minutes in. I went ahead and shut it down. The cooling system did get up to about 200 degrees at about 20 minutes, and it went up to about 210 and kind of stabilized there. So I think the car may actually be kind of plateaued as far as temperature at idle at 210, which I'm completely okay with. The question is this botched up cooling system gonna be enough to last 3 minutes in the burnout box? Who knows? But now that we've got it heat soaked, let's take it down the road and see if we can get this transmission to shift. It looks like it's doing pretty good, actually. That's only sitting at about 205 right now, and it really didn't seem like it wanted to get any hotter. So we may have a little more air under the car going down the road, which may help it out. So we'll do some more test driving this week. This coming Saturday is the competition, so only time will tell if this thing will hold up, guys. As always, thanks for watching, though. Don't forget to like and subscribe.